Scott Hind brings us a lot of great products at QVC, but he said to me earlier today when we were talking about this hose, he said, Mary Beth, I'm not kidding you. This is my favorite hose. This is the top of the line, the best that you know, if I could buy one hose, this is it.
Yeah.
Or maybe buy 2 or 3 or 4, because you can hook 4 or 5 of these together if you'd like. We have a few different colors for you. I'll show you really quickly. We have green, we also have gray, we have red, and we have blue. So blue, red, gray, or green, and this is Scott Hind.
Hello, hello.
Welcome, good to see you.
So very good to see you again.
You too.
Well, it's funny, because like I was saying to you, there's products I like and there's products I love. I love this product.
Right.
It sits in my home as we speak, and it sits out right now in the middle of winter because it's a fiber jacket hose. So about 6 years ago, there became this kind of trend in hoses to do these shrinking hoses.
Yeah.
The problem was they had balloons inside them, basically, and they would burst, and they weren't well made, and there was just a lot of blowback on it. Well, leave it to Aqua Joe, Sun Joe, the ones that say, okay, we like the idea, but let's make it better. Let's make it more convenient, more durable, and easier to use. And sure enough, here's where we're at.
What's here you're showing, this is not the Sun Joe. This is really an ordinary hose.
And this is actually an older Sun Joe hose. So no, but that's okay. It's fair because we have it out here for a reason. This was an original Aqua Joe hose 5-6 years ago. It's about 10 pounds. Great hose, industrial strength, rubber, but it's about 10 pounds. This is the new fiber jacket hose. And I'll go through the science of it in just a second. This weighs a little over 2 pounds. That's the difference. This with all the water in it still weighs less than this with no water.
Oh my gosh.
That's what's great about it.
Let's show you the animation. Talk us through this.
So what happens is, this is modeled after a firefighter's hose. You think about a fire hose that firemen use. It has to be durable, but it's got to collapse down to get back on the truck. It's got to take a beating, but still deliver pressure. Well, this is what it does. PVC liner. It's not a balloon system. It's a PVC liner that it's not going to burst. It's going to take a beating. PBA free means you can drink out of it. Kink free means you can pull it and take it and bend it and take it over your car, because the jacket's a fiber. It's not going to scratch anything up. It's not going to tear. You can last it, and it'll use years and years and years to come.
Wow. And I was asking you, if like this is a 50-foot hose, if you want to be able to buy 2 and 3 of these, I mean, we've got I call it a rancher, because the house is wide but not that high, and so you need a lot of hose to get to, you know, the greens that are over there and the greens that are over here. So
you could link 2, 3, 4, 5 of these together. Get yourself 200, 250 feet, no issues, and it all shrinks down. So 5 of these would still weigh less than 1 of those rubber hoses. That's what's insane.
Isn't that amazing?
Here's what I love. Okay, we have water in this right now. Okay, 2 things. First of all, I could still roll it up with absolutely no problems. It's kink free. But see what I've done here? I've tied knots in it. Okay, purposely tied knots in it. So we have 5 knots, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5th one way back there. Plus you can see it's all curled up. I've tied it in and of itself. It's a mess, right? Look at this. As I turn this on, we still have full pressure. Isn't that nuts?
Isn't that something?
Yeah. So when I say it's kink free, that's really what I mean. Even if it quote unquote kinks, you're still getting the pressure. That's the advantage of a fiber jacket hose.
Okay, here's the thing. I want you to come and take a look. Get the colors. You know, some people like colors that just disappear, and that may be the gray, or maybe you want to get the green. The green is not, you know, it's more like an apple green. It's like a lemon lime kind of green. It's not like green like the Emerald Isle. But then we have the red. And sometimes people like it because it's just easier to find. We have the beautiful blue. So each one is 50 feet long. You can order as many as you want. We have it on 4 monthly payments of $6.90 a month with your credit card. So choose the blue, the red, the gray, or the green. Get as many as you need, because when we're talking about celebrating spring, you want to get the things now so that when you actually do get a really nice day on a weekday or a weekend, you're ready to go.
Yeah, because there's these certain things in life that everyone needs. A great garden hose. I mean, everyone's has a hose. Why not get the one from Sun Joe, Aqua Joe, that really solves the problem of the kinking of, because you know when a hose kinks, it never kinks 5 feet away from you.
No.
It's always like 100 feet down the line. You gotta walk all the way back, stuck under the car tire, you're angry. Well, you are not gonna have that here. You've got the aluminum fitting, so you're not worried about rust or corrosion. There's that Aqua Joe nozzle. That's a great addition should you wanna get that. But what it does is it collapses down sounds like a fire hose. That's the inspiration for this, because see, even there, tying a knot in it and you don't lose any pressure. Going around rocks, it doesn't get cut. It's really fantastic.
Here's the other thing I was going to ask is that when you are going to, like, say, roll it up or anything, do you have to get all the water out of it or anything like that?
It'll do it itself. So here's what you can do.
Okay.
So I want to kind of show you a side-by-side comparison. This is a 50-foot rubber hose here. Well, as soon as I start pulling this out and then I go to try and turn it back in, it always gets caught in this side. It's just, it's a mess, right? It's a huge hassle because it's big and it's bulky, weighs about 5 times more. What I want you to see when I come over here and show you the Aqua Joe hose is that it's flat. So you see how flat that is?
Yeah.
It rolls up flat. So you see how there's only one hose here? You could put 3, 4, maybe 5 hoses on this reel for much longer. And then when it rolls out nice and smooth, nice and easy, no problems whatsoever. And then what I want to show you too, which is cool, is what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this hose, Mary Beth, right just through the center block.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pick the center block up with the hose itself. Okay. Well, what I want you to see is I can swing this side to side.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not cutting the hose, it's not damaging it. Now wait, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark it with my finger here. I'm gonna take it out and show you where that was on the cinder block. Nothing's torn, nothing's cut, nothing's beat up. This takes a beating.
You know what? I gotta tell you, this makes such great sense. My husband is more the gardener than me, although, you know, a lot of times I'll go out and water his plants because maybe he's busy doing something else. Whenever he says, honey, can you water my plants? You know, when you've got that big rubber hose that's heavy, that's just like, I'm trying to, you know, pull that dumb thing, you know, across the yard and across the sidewalk, etc. I just feel like I'm fighting with an alligator every time, you know? It's just frustrating. I think to myself, this Sun Joe hose looks so much easier.
It is easier because the rubber hose will kink, okay? And what I mean by that is it'll literally shut the water off.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That happens 25, 30 feet back the line. You got to walk back and unkink it.
Yeah.
Here, you're not worried about that because even if I could tie it in a knot, and we'll show that to you when we come back. Like right here, you could tie it in a knot and it does not lose pressure.
Right.
And to your point, I'm sorry, you asked a question that I didn't answer and I apologize. When you go to roll it back up in the reel, if you just leave the nozzle open, that'll roll the water out of it and it can roll flat, then you close it up. That's why you can store it in the winter outside. Mine's sitting on my deck right now and it's about 13 degrees here in Pennsylvania, so no worries.
Wow.
One last time, I just want to show you my
this.
favorite reason why we love this. This is full of water. We can wrap it up with no problems, but we've tied 1, 2, 3, 4, and back there 5 knots in this hose. And guess what? I turn this on, you're still getting all the pressure. It's insane how great this hose is.
I love this. I'm telling you
awesome.
what, for $27.60, buy it for yourself, buy it for your spouse, whoever takes care of the outdoors or wants to, you know, wash down the patio or the patio rugs or wash down the patio furniture. Here's the thing, it would normally be about $40. We've got it at $27.60 or 4 payments of $6.90. You can choose the gray, the red, the lime green, or the blue.
As
Scott,
always,
thank you so much.
Great to see you.
What a great hose. You just sold it to me.
I love this
I'm
thing.
going to go home and tell Mark we got to buy a new hose. By the way,